I am about to turn the beauty industry on its head. Now, you will notice, if you look carefully, that I have lost a little bit of weight recently, and I've been talking a lot about the gizzard. For women of a certain age like me, and especially if you've lost a little bit of weight, the gizzard can be a real issue. So Mother and I have come up with a solution. Now, I'm not quite sure what we should call it. Some of the names that I came up with last night were the Gizzard Gobbler, the Gizzard Expander. Let me show you how this amazing new transformation of the beauty industry will work. See, the problem is that most people, when they get to gizzard age, have two choices. They can hide over October and November so that Canadians and Americans don't mistake them for a turkey and accidentally cook them for Thanksgiving. Or they can search for a solution, which is usually a surgical solution, and they do this, right? They tighten it all up. I think that's what they do anyway, which works. But the problem is that they never stop there, and you end up looking like that cat lady. You know the one I mean. So Mother and I were talking about a little kid who used to go to school with Christopher. And when somebody upset this little kid, I mean, he was like 6 or 7, he used to go, which I actually now think, it's always stuck with me because that's a pretty good reaction when people annoy you. And I've actually now started encouraging my family and friends to do that. One of whom is an English teacher who tells me the reaction from 17-year-old English students is quite entertaining to see. I shall have to get her to put like a webcam in her classroom, but I'm sure it's illegal. So Mother and I were going, but just going when people ignore you. If you have a gizzard and you have all the sort of fleshy stuff here, you could go a step further. Like you could be like one of those lizards or toads that like puffs up at the same time. So to demonstrate our idea, I have here a prototype one. Now remember that this will be surgically implanted, right? So what you would do then is, let's say my dad is being really annoying to my mom, and instead of saying, "You're being really annoying," what you could do is go, and then her gizzard would inflate using this, the Gizzard Gobbler, Gizzard Expander, I don't know what you want to call it, like this, underneath. And then not only would we have solved the gizzard issue, but we would have created a wonderful passive-aggressive way of showing the world that we, of women of a certain age, are peeved. Just as an aside, actually I'm using a condom for this demonstration, and I haven't bought condoms in quite some time, it transpires. So noticing that my 15-year-old son has stolen a few, which, I suppose they have them free in the bathrooms in most places anyway. These are extra strength ones. But they had a couple of choices. Ooh, in the condom department. These things feel awful. I'm going to have to go wash my hands afterwards. There are quite a lot of choices in the Gizzard Expander department that range from my extra strength, from lemon flavoured through to chocolate flavoured. So being the kind of person who I am, I asked the staff at my local pharmacy which they would recommend to be a Gizzard Expander. The problem is that the average age of the staff at my local pharmacy is about 65. So they weren't sure either. And in fact, then it started an entire debate. I was in there for like 40 minutes, because then we had a debate about whether the chocolate-flavoured ones were dark chocolate or milk chocolate or white chocolate, and like whether that would make a difference to your experience. So anyway, but like obviously these would be silicone, not latex, because you don't want to have like a latex allergic reaction when you're doing your gizzard expansion. Anyway, let me know what you think. I think this is a winner. I think we could take this to Shark Tank and win. I'll see you tomorrow.